you waited for the fuel altereds. I mean, Top Fuel would run, that was great. Funny Cars run, that was great. But here comes fuel altereds, and the hair would stand up on your neck because they staged, and you didn't know what was going to happen. You had to watch both cars, and there was going to be excitement. You just didn't know who or both or where, and I'll just never forget that feeling. So as I grew up and this nostalgia scene started happening, and I was involved really early on with the good guys, and watching all the Nitro Nostalgia Funny Cars being built and growing. When they announced this fuel altered class with a 6 flat index, and to hear and read and see on Facebook all these people across the country building these fuel altereds, and to hear Blake from OSA say there was over 21 of them entered to this race, it's so cool.
All right, Bill, thanks for being here. How did you get into racing? Went to the racetrack with a group of guys back when I was 16 in high school, and one of the celebrity racers out there was racing a nitro funny car. His name was Rapid Ronnie Runyon. And watched that man do his thing, and I said to my buddies, I said, someday I'm going to be that guy. I want to do that. And here I am.
That's awesome. You know, is there any cars out there, if you could tune a car or race a car other than yours, whose would it be?
You mean you saying get in someone else's car?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Makes sense?
Well, it's his car, and if I scratch it, he's going to get upset. And you never know what's going to go wrong with these things. It could be something entirely not your fault, not his fault. Just things do happen. And you don't want to be sitting in there when it does.
Right, got it. What's your best track time, ET, miles per hour?
Well, we used to run some quarter-mile times. We're running over 190. And we're running into the low sevens doing that, actually slowing the car down to run those times back in those days for the class we were trying to enter. 8th mile times, we run a 441, 160 in that neighborhood.
Wow, that was fast. How's Moody's Hot Rod Shop helped you with your passion of racing?
A lot of the racing is just being around it. If you've got the passion for it, you're going to surround yourself with buddies that do it and your friends, and everybody shares advice with each other. That's a good thing right there. I help Moody's, Moody's helps me, and it's always an asset to be around that. You know, if you like golf, you're going to hang around people that play golf. If you like racing, you're going to hang with people that do the racing.
Are there different styles of each guy? Like, is some guy more protective? Like you said earlier, you said secret, you know. Different guys probably share more than others. Is that true?
Oh, you know, you have your close friends, you have your closer friends. My son and I, we know a lot of people out at that racetrack, and a lot of them we just don't even talk to them about it. We'll say, hi, how you doing, and how are things, and how's the wife and kids? But a lot of it, we don't really get that deep into the tuning because there's so many different variables on these cars. There's the different compression, the different cubic inch size, head gasket thickness, the size of the blower, the size of the fuel pump. There's so many variables. So not everything works on every car. What works good for me will not work good for Moody's Hot Rod Shop or Show Me Thunder. It's all different. So sometimes you're sharing information that's not going to help the other person. It could actually hurt them. Before you hit the mat. Almost worked.